Okay. Tanghus, why do you look so handsome? Did you lose weight? Did you have a change of facial hair? Did you get a haircut?
Yeah. I mean, wait, that's called a clinic depression. And I guess the facial hair is just, this is the style of the week.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I could go for some depression.
But nah. I mean, might have to cut that one into a proper intro.
No. This is the Good Keyboard Friends, and we are Good Keyboard Friends. This is episode 45. This goes out immediately after we finish recording. Simon and I have not talked to Tanghus. Yeah.
We can talk about what's going on right now, as opposed to like videos coming out like 2 months later. I literally just saw the balls clip from the J shop tour episode yesterday.
Yeah.
So like that's how long it's fucking. I mean, you guys watching or listening don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time.
It's been 84 years.
Insert meme. Yeah. It's true though. And we haven't talked to Tanghus for a while. Simon's not impressed.
No. I've been doing my darndest to hide, but yet somehow they found me.
Found you. Just like Blade found all those vampires in that nightclub. You remember?
I do remember. Are we talking about the first Blade? Because like, he found all those vampires in that nightclub many times. They spent a lot of time and effort trying to recreate that feeling we all got when, like, you know, the sprinklers went off and people started dying. Yeah.
Spoilers.
I think the issue is that they were essentially fucking stupid and just like, oh no, our venue got shut down. Let's recreate it. Do it all over.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is on brand for like that it seems realistic, because let's say like theoretically right now there was like a whole like worldwide cabal of like, you know, child exploitation that got shut down. Why wouldn't they just fucking immediately make a new one?
Are you talking about the RAM industry?
Yeah.
Honestly though, so many things have happened basically since we last talked in general, but especially since we last talked to Tanghus. I want to hear what you've been up to, Tanghus. Let's say from Christmas to now, just to give a good time frame on it, because we've been missing you, and the audience has been missing you.
Absolutely fuck all. I mean, without divulging too much, how do I put it best? I had a mental breakdown. I think that's the best way to put it. And that essentially meant I was absent from screen. And only now has I started to see like somewhat of a return to some kind of normalcy in this. But yeah, like since last time, I think it's a case of no matter where you look right now, things are just like, it's not just 50 Shades of Green, it's the whole fucking gamut. That's grey at this point. So, like, even just getting on top of something like this has been pretty rough, considering, oh, so you follow the news. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, you like computers. Yeah.
No, you don't. Not anymore, you don't.
Oh, by the way, out goes Hubes.
Yeah, hopefully it just like keeps recording.
Yeah, it seems to keep recording, unlike last time where we were just stuck in the waiting room.
Yeah, we were just stuck without Hubert.
In the limbo.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm sorry that like you went through a shit fucking time. I mean, like, a lot of people are going through a shit time.
Exactly. I'm no
It's very understandable for people to be having a shit time.
I think these are definitely the times. Like, and then maybe just this season. I mean, we've got a bit of snow that brightens things up a bit, but like typically around here, we have the unholy trifecta of misery in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
It is cold, it rains, and it's hecking windy. No, it's not the case. You get to pick two of them. No, get the whole fucking palette.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that, dude.
Yeah, it's just like,
We just get mega cold.
yeah, we don't do that. Like the delta here is pretty low, but so like it doesn't really get that freezing. But the thing is, the fucking wind, and if you just get like some, don't even need things
Wind
to be
will
that
kill you,
wet.
dude.
Yeah, it's like the other day we had we were hovering around freezing, so 0 degrees, and then it was just saying that the chill factor was like -12, simply due to the fucking wind. That's a great example.
Yeah, I think he just like pasted like a screenshot. It was just like, there you go. I'm here
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Here's my face.
Don't worry about it, boys.
Oh, we're getting double the Hubert.
Poor dude. I mean, we're currently in the midst of like a huge winter storm in the US, by the way. This is being recorded on the 25th of January, and it's heckin' cold, like where I am. And I think where Hubert is, like they're actually getting like weather as opposed to just cold. So there might be ice, there might be snow, and you know how like the US is like incredibly like evolved and modernized in terms of its infrastructure, and that infrastructure's ability to handle, you know, normal things that happen every couple of years. So like, yeah. So for unrelated reasons, Hubert just doesn't have internet right now. I don't know what's going on.
You know, at least you can find a bit of solace in the fact that his ISP won't know either.
Won't know what?
What's going on?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I think it's the same thing all over the Western Hemisphere at this point. It's just a case of what's going on. We got no clue. There's budget cuts galore, and now we've been in a season of the past 5 years, not really with El Nino being on a high, we don't really need any. Yeah, we don't need snow, we don't need to clean. I don't know. I have no fucking clue what's going on anymore, man.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know. I can't speak for how it is over there.
I mean,
I can tell you how it is here. We're living in a fascism.
It's pretty fucking
and that's not hyperbole, that is fact. We're living in a fascism. So I'll let you guys know how it turns out.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, we are on the receiving end of the fascism right now over here. I don't think there's been any way we've been avoiding even hiding from the news you've been hearing about all the fucking time here about.
Welcome back, Hubert, for the 5th or 6th time. Let's see. Can you get in any words this time? Oh, hi. What's up, dude?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, 144p makes you look even more Asian. I have to.
Yeah.
it kind of does. That kind of.
Shoot, I wonder what 144p version of me would look like. I'd be kind of concerned. Let's not find out, boys.
I think in my case of it looked like Humpty Dumpty sitting on a sack of potatoes or something like that. Just
I mean, in my case, in half of all photos, I just look like the fugitive. So
Am
Feels
I?
bad. So, Hubert, are you?
Am I delayed?
Yes, you are.
Probably. Not really. We'll see.
Fuck.
False?
Okay.
Like,
On
try
my end, it's
and-
delayed. So this is super scuffed, ladies and gentlemen, and Simon and Tanghus. Fuck it. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
False?
Hello?
just like any
False?
other episode, this
False?
is not the journalistic quality we seek to.
I don't know about you guys. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here in like maximum, like the highest quality in the universe. We're chilling. We're
Yeah.
relaxing. Everything is good. You know, I don't know what you guys are on about.
No, I mean, the quality of mine here is
You're
not
not just
so
gonna
much
come
like-
here and like just like sit here. That's it. We got to do the Good Keyboards Friend podcast. It's all of us in this room, and then problem solved.
We should get
I got
like
enough cameras for all of us.
we should get like Henson puppets made of each of us and just send to you so you can sit around.
Why are you taking a photo of your screen with your phone? God damn it.
But like,
Fuck it.
the quality you see here, of
Man
my camera is
immediately was
fine.
just like, yep, caught in 4K, got him.
Yeah, that's just the limitation of the C920, the venerable. It's doing the best it can.
So,
Which-
Hubert, how is it to have amazing American internet during winter storm time?
Bro,
I mean, I also
don't know.
have amazing American internet right now, but like, you know, we aren't going through a major provider, so we're slightly less cooked. And we're Minnesota,
Dude.
so we're
And
you know,
again,
we
if
have things that are actually good.
well, and again, I think I'm on delay, so I'm sorry if I'm like cutting in. I'm not meaning to. I don't know what the fuck is going on because yes, there's a winter storm going on in the US, but we got maybe like an inch, like half an inch of snow yesterday, and it's just been cold. There's been no like issue with our internet or anything until now, until the time that we fucking decide to podcast, and the shit goes down. My hotspot's not even working.
Well, I mean, people are waking up and people are hitting the internet pretty damn hard. Let's be honest. And probably with like the storm affecting like the lower states, it's probably touching some infrastructure. If I had to guess.
Nah, I think it's because it's
Please
like
stop.
they see IP address coming in, so now the NSA is hogging all of the data right now to check in, see if we say anything.
Right.
Don't worry. To my usual FBI, NSA, and of course ATF agent that monitors my stream. Hey guys, we're chilling. We're not doing anything.
Hey Jim.
Well, I don't know what you guys have talked about again. I'm sorry, but
we were talking about like we were talking about how like everything is great, and also we live in a fascism right now, and it's fantastic. Yippee!
Oh,
So
well,
it's very political.
Speaking of sussy things, can I tell you guys? Can I reveal what I was telling you guys last night? This is keyboard related, but Simon, did you say a long time ago that you know every single owner of the ISO? Or something like that? Did you say that?
Well, original, like I know every single original purchaser, and I tend to keep track of secondhand units. Now the question is, I'm trying to figure out which one you have. If you show it to me, I might be able to identify it. Is it green?
I bought this.
I wish I could see. I'm waiting for like the slideshow to like eventually update.
Fuck, I'm going again.
Oh wait, sorry. It has to go something like. Do I even have an ISO? No, we'll do this standard.
Oh wait, no, that's a big ass enter. You're cheating,
yeah, I mean, I didn't have an ISO key on the table. Oh, actually, I might.
It hasn't come in the mail yet. It hasn't come in the mail yet. I just bought it.
Oh,
I put in the.
Ooh, is that a rose gold? Is that a rose gold? It is. Fuck.
It is.
That's such a nice color. Do I know who? What?
I feel very
Do
left out.
you know
here.
who's this?
Nah.
Sorry, Tanghus.
What?
Yeah, it's just like, well,
Wait, are we talking about Connor, or are we talking? What are we talking about?
Connor. Whose ever ISO this is. You don't have to dox them, obviously. But
why would I dox anyone?
because he sold his most precious of keyboards.
Oh, I mean, like,
But he promised to.
fuck, it's going again.
Out of curiosity, how much did you pay? Okay, so he was asking $150. You gave him $150?
Yes. Yep. I would have spent
Wow, you didn't even take time
$1,000.
to lowball him. Wow. I mean, the guy went like out of his way, posted a listing on the internet, and you didn't even take your time to lowball him.
I mean,
where's the courtesy?
I mean, I think 150 is very fair for what it is, because these were sold for $69 by me, but I took a huge loss. They should have been sold for close to like $90 to $100 each for me to break even. I lost that much money per fucking unit. So like, when you see them going for like 100 plus, that's basically like minimum what they're worth, except for the Cerakote ones. The Cerakote ones are worth a lot more because there's only 3.
Oh, it was on Reddit. That's why I missed it.
Tanghus, have you ever seen an ISO in Denmark or like any meetup that you've gone to?
Yeah, there's a couple in Denmark.
I think there's a couple in them. Plus, one of them got recently got imported. A friend of mine bought a red one from whoever that was. So yeah, I've been kind of chasing one.
Yeah.
Except now I'm broke, so it doesn't matter.
Like, if I could make more for you, I would, but like it breaks my rules. So like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I sold my own. Like, this was sent to me as a gift. Like, I was that fucking desperate. I sold my own fucking units.
Oh,
I mean, can't you just like hand chisel one up?
I mean, like, I have the files for everything, but like, it's against the rules. We never round 2. Maybe there will be something in a alternative material that is a vastly different product.
Yeah.
That is not a round 2. It will be a different product. Sure.
Tungsten.
Maybe. Oh no. I'm not just going to make it out of a heavier. I mean, theoretically, you could do like a small little brass edition or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, cast fun.
I mean, like, the Xteeee that's currently going on Blackdrop with 2 pledges is basically that. So like, there's not much interest for those kind of things right now.
I want one.
Oh.
And I can't have one.
Yeah.
The Xteeee?
I want a brass door stubber for sure.
Honestly, like, I just wanted it in aluminum. If it was like $120 to like $150, like, that's more feasible for me. I don't have the money to be able to spend like $350 on like a little macro pad, unfortunately.
I mean, I was hoping that we would eventually see an alloy version.
Yeah, I mean, that is the plan. This is basically just to get it in the hands of people that are interested in it as a concept. But I think maybe aluminum was the better. I don't know. It's not my group buy. It's not my place to fucking talk about it. It's on my site, but like, I'm just doing it as a personal favor, the same way I'm running the DCS 9009 fix kit as a personal favor to Carter. Like, I got no money to be made on it.
I think it's a case of, at least of the brass door stubber, that Bloody has been like trying to get it done. At least wants it. Like, he really wants that done, and I like understand him.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I think that's why.
At the end of the day, he is the. I love how we somehow got into keyboards. At the end of the day, he is the type of maker that he's just going to make it happen. It doesn't fucking matter if people are going to buy it or not. He's going to make some. So like, it's happening. That's kind of been his whole MO of just like, I am making this and I am putting it out there. And if you guys don't buy it, that's on you. Like the Etar 87, that was a fantastic board at a fantastic price. But then like, it somehow got made, but it didn't get anywhere close to the MOQ it was supposed to hit, which means it's taking a huge L for sure. But it's still a fantastic board. Like, shit, if I had like 20 grand, I would have bought 20 grand worth of extras and just stocked them here in the US and sold them for like $300. Boom. Easy.
I mean, at least they are getting made. It's a great board.
Yeah.
And somehow it's one of those boards that always run when I have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, the default for me is me not having money when, things I like are being run. I've only had a few opportunities where like things were happening and I could afford them. And I think that was a magical time. And I think that's how I ended up with such an amazing collection when I had one. Was I just had that luxury at one brief point.
To be young, dumb, with disposable income.
Hardly.
And in love.
It
That was a
was
time.
it was a fantastic investment. It paid for my move across the planet. It paid for a complete like change in my life. It
I also think, in fairness, that you sold at a good time.
No. If I had sold 2 years prior, that would have been a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
I could have walked away
compared to
with like
now, still.
$100,000 or something stupid, but
Yeah.
that would have meant like max flipping, and like I don't like that conceptually, even though I like the idea of not being broke and homeless a lot
I mean,
more
there's a
conceptually.
difference between a good time and a great time, but I still think like you got out just before the worst of like the downfall.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think keyboards are in a decline. I think consumer spending is in decline, but I think the community aspect of the hobby should still run. I know for a fact that projects are still doing great. The CCRX SE, at least the pledge, the amount of pledges I got plus the amount of DMs I got after the fact of people being like, "Oh no, I missed it." I'm like, dude, you can just buy it at group buy. Like it's gonna be 3% more expensive. That's like $10, dude.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah.
I do agree. I think what we have left now of the people that we are seeing in the hobby are those that won't leave, essentially. That's what I see in the Danish server as well, is that the people that are there are the same people that...
We're always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there. And the hobby is just... It's not completely imploded. It's just down to what it was. It's the bare bones.
Yeah, it's pre-COVID.
Yeah.
We're at pre-COVID levels, which for basically everything else on the planet just means we're back to healthy levels. If you consider like everything else that's back down to pre-COVID levels, it means it's like back down to like, oof, we can finally breathe now. And I don't know, if it had like gone the other way, it would have been a lot fucking worse.
Yeah. I think the only issue we really have now is that so much of, say, the wealth or the available, say, vintage board, for example, or the available stock has just been dispersed even further, spread out even more compared to before. So it's harder to get things now compared to before. But like the amount of people that are in the hobby seems to be the same.
I mean, theoretically, that's not a bad thing. Like if I wanted a mint IBM 5140 right now, I can find one for like 300 or sub 300, right? I think that's awesome. And I know I could get that like same day. I can find it. There are times where that wouldn't have been possible, of like now the dispersion has allowed people, the flexibility of just being like, I can pay the extra money of not, dumpster diving and looking through fucking recycling centers to find boards and just buy the things I want, and they're available and they're good and they're clean, and there's systems in place for like being able to find people and buy a board real quick in like a safe manner. I think we're fine, dude. I think we're good. Like sure, some like super rare shit is gonna become more rare with time, but that's kind of just what it fucking is.
That's a very thing.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that's also different now compared to before is that vintage computing is like really kicking off as opposed to before, because it was a bit of a niche, but like you see the whole move from everyone to see more analog means. You see it with vintage computers, you also see it with retro consoles, etc.
Yeah. I mean, it's retro consoles more than vintage computing in terms of just like popularity, at least here in the US, but still, yeah, I see it.
You have the same thing, say with like a Mopar SSK, like if you go back like 5, 7-ish years, like you'd hardly find anyone you'd be competing for it other than other keyboard nerds, but now you're competing with other keyboard nerds, the vintage guys, and the classic mobile crowd who's now looking for the fucking keyboard missing from their diagnostic system they found somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's just that we won't see more of those things made, and those have just been like spread thinner than they were before. But it's not that they are unavailable. You also saw a lot of the collections from the whales from Discovery, etc., has been slowly drip feeding out onto eBay and other places. So
Yeah. And
it's
I
just
mean,
changing hands.
yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. Like, I would love to be in a situation where, like, if I had like 30, 40 grand right now to just like buy out like the collection that I want of boards, where like I'll take the hit and pay what I need to pay to just have the boards that I want. But we'll see. Maybe in the next few years, I might have that capability. Hey guys, listen, buy my keyboards. How about that? Support like support like the keyboards I'm actually going to make for a profit. I have yet to make any for a profit, but I will. So like, please, when I do
swear
that,
I will make something
support me. Okay.
I mean, you have to make something at profit at some point to be able to do more.
At some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure, like anybody that is using Blackdrop, I am doing something as a personal favor to them. I'm charging them 6% to use the platform. Obviously not DCS 9009. I'm paying everything out of pocket. But like, that's some money, I guess. Maybe. I guess after refunds, I think it's still a loss.
Oh no.
But
Oh
yeah. Listen, there's hope. There's hope. Boys, there's hope, okay? There's hope in terms of accessibility and like my ability to buy keyboards. There's hope. Because like I'm getting a Seal 80, okay? I'm being sent Blue Alps as well as some other Alps by Sensi. Thank you, Sensi, by the way. The absolute fucking gangster of a designer. Anyway, like my Alps build for 2026 is going to come together just like by complete accident because I'm going to be mailed like a full like Alps set. But yeah, like I'm excited for that. But that is also like an indication of like Alps key sets, easy to buy, even like brand new ones right now. Alps switches, easy to buy. Alps boards, easy to buy. Like, sure, you got to spend a little, but you're not spending like 2022 money or 2021 money. You're spending a fair amount. If you're trying to pick up an SSK right now, you're probably spending like $200 for something super nice or something that could be super nice. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
If you're buying a real Force, you're probably spending about 200-ish, but you're not spending $650 for a fucking R1 like we used to. So like,
I mean, granted,
even though it's been dispersed, the prices have come down. So like the accessibility is a lot better. Like now is one of the best times to build out a collection. Like I'd love to like pick up like KMac Happy, KMac Mini, give me an OTD cheat, give me a DGE, a standard CL. I'd love a CLS, but like let's be realistic. The only CLS I'm ever gonna touch is Hubert knows whose it is, or does it? I don't know if I can even. I know of one that like I can go and touch, and like I know it'll make me happy, but that's the only one I know of. Besides,
go out and
like
get an old Benz. That's a CLS within reach.
Oh no, the CLS was bad. You want the CL, okay? Mercedes, if it's
but
one
the
letter,
the
it's
CL
good.
is
If it's
great.
2 letters, it's good. If it's 3 letters, it's bad, okay?
SLK.
No,
The
respectfully
SLK
disagree.
is great. No,
The SLK is shit compared to the SL. Because the SL only came in 5-liter plus and was fucking super nice to drive compared to the more compact and more reasonable SLK.
It depends on how you're driving it, because I mean,
the SLK was designed for women. And I'm not saying that as like a derogatory thing. I'm just saying like that's what it was made for. It wasn't built to be like a powerful.
They still managed to do good. Like the SLK 55 is bunkers.
Okay,
but that's a whole different thing. But like the SLK 230 with the supercharged 2.3,
like the compressor.
Yes, the that's the good one. That's the one you want to get.
Yeah.
There's also the
Okay.
V6 version, because that one's kind of like, yeah,
You know what?
that's the
I was
comfortable
wrong.
one.
There are exceptions, but of course there are always exceptions.
Like I started getting my car fixed by my mechanic, because apparently Model 3s chew through bushings like no other. Who would have known? But he had one of his customers come in, he's like parked an SLK outside, goes like, oh, is that a 230? And he goes like, nah, it's a V6. Just like, that's okay. But granted, I do like the SLK 230, but I am also more of a Bimmer man than I am into Mercs. But like for Mercs, you want the big ones.
You had
want
many
the big
choices
boys.
in cars, and you picked very incorrectly.
Nah, I mean, that's said as a Mercedes man. It sounded just like my old man.
Well, I've driven nice BMWs and I've been disappointed every time.
I mean,
I've driven nice Mercedeses and I've been disappointed a couple times. But
I think
the BMWs have disappointed me every time.
it depends.
There are obviously exceptions. The old M3s are excellent. Some of the M5s are excellent. Some of like the 6 Series briefly was excellent. But there's...
I mean, bring back the V10. Like, but that's even in the saucy era of BMWs. Like, oh.
It's okay that people watching don't even know.
Yeah, it's fine. They won't even see that we end. You really need that Henson puppet. Oh, he's back.
It's back. The internet's back. Like, but the delay is still there. So I'm sorry if I'm cutting in. I guarantee there's a delay. There's got to be a delay.
We're not even talking.
Oh.
Okay, here. Ping.
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 Jin Ping?
Okay, so like over a second. That's not great, but it's fine.
Okay.
Ping.
It's as bad as it would be on satellite internet. So
Tanghus just pinged 5 seconds later, though. No.
The correct answer, by the way, is Pong. Just so we're clear, if somebody says ping to you, you say Pong.
Oh, say it again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ping.
Pong.
Yeah, it's like Marco and Polo. It'd be
Pong.
like you saying Marco back. That'd be silly.
Well, what were you guys talking about?
Marco?
We were debating the quality of German cars.
I'll tell you what. The quality of all cars has dramatically decreased.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be caught dead in a vehicle made after the year 2015, personally.
Mm.
That's where I draw the line. The second they started getting the fucking tracking, always connected nonsense, absolutely the fuck not.
True.
Which is and it's before like everybody had gone like full touch screen, remove all the fucking buttons, all the and like they started decreasing engine sizes, removing turbos.
I mean, that's just the European
and then the
stuff.
prices fucking doubled as well. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
like,
classic.
Obviously, there are some exceptions. There's probably like some 2017, some 2018s that are fine. But still, oof.
The issue with 2015 is basically it's hard to like really touch them. You still needs there's still a level of diagnostic system you need.
Mm.
I would still argue like early 2000s when you saw the widespread implementation of proper computer system based on OBD2. They're much nicer to work on than some of the later stuff and some of the earlier stuff where it's basically a guess of what's wrong with this. Now I have to do a full diagnostic instead of just like plugging in a port and check like, here's your issue.
Yeah.
Did modern cars stop just scanning for normal codes?
The problem is with how it's working. Like, say later, like say 2015, there are things to the system that is locked in behind. Like you have the basic level of functionality for the OBD system. You can scan, you can put a code scan on it, you can replace it.
Yeah, okay. You're saying that like more and more, the more, what's the word? The more proprietary shit is being
Mm.
locked away, which is, something that the big fancy automakers fucking started doing first. The Mercedes, the BMW, they're fucking, yeah.
That's what really killed a lot of the European car makers in the 90s was the electricals. I mean, my old E36 was hell to work on in that regard. The later 2000s ones, like the Jetta I'm sitting out, or the Bora, because it's a Euro Jetta, is much nicer to work on than the mid-90s. But
yeah, I mean, like, we have a 2010. I can
Yeah.
scan codes just fine. But like, I also have like a real advanced code reader that has like the Mercedes shit in it, so I can run the Mercedes like
Ooh.
scripts that you need to run
But
for like
that's the f-
specific shit, just
but
in
that's
case.
the thing, like with the 20, like the later 10 models, is that you need this code scan. You need the more advanced code scanners. Say versus the early 2000s, you don't really need that advanced code scanner to get the thing up and running.
Yeah, I mean, systems got a lot more advanced, and Mercedes is notorious for having so many fucking systems that fail after 20 years or 10 years or 5 years. But,
I was about to
as
say
long as you're careful
20
with what
years,
you
that's
buy.
nice, but like,
Well, no, there are things that fail after 20 years that like absolutely fucking shouldn't.
yeah, but you also have things that absolutely shouldn't fucking fail within 5 years, like the comfort modules, especially, or the extra comfort computers in the merge around
I
here.
mean, like, again, it's know the generation. Like for like what we got is, I mean, we got a wagon, so like the only thing to like keep an eye out for is like the rear suspension also has airmatics, so it's got like the air suspension, and those they can get torn up, ripped up quite easily. So like that plus like a couple brake things, but like otherwise, great fucking car. That's why they use them as taxis all through Europe. Like that generation of Mercedes, like the W212.
That's not why we use them as taxis here. That was the tax breaks. After we removed the tax breaks
Well,
for those,
I mean, they ended up like all doing like 300, 400k kilometers easy on the engine at the very least. So like the drivetrain was always like solid. So like it was just figuring out the things outside the drivetrain that you gotta fucking be careful about. But I think it's a great vehicle.
like,
Reliability,
I mean, I love old Macs.
Reliability wise, which is like kind of silly to say, but like a 2010 like E-Class right now, pretty good car to have.
Yeah.
I grew up with like late 80s, the W124s. So like the proper Balkan Mercedes is basically my childhood.
I mean, I also like the modern driving features. Like in 2010, we have lane keeping assist, blind spot assist. You got all-wheel drive. You got ABS. You got a lot of shit that like you've got like pre-braking assist for like emergencies and shit like that. And you've got like radar cruise control. So it's got like the maximum amount of like things I want a car to do like on its own. No more, no less.
Yeah.
Like I want that level of like safety features because like shit happens, dude. Like nobody's fucking perfect.
I mean, I didn't really start using cruise control until I got a car that actually had the radar assist. Because before that, it was just hell. But like, it just according to
the
car
cruise that I have on my bike is just standard cruise. It's not radar. So
which is really fucking annoying when you put in cruise and get up to someone and someone's just like not using cruise.
I mean, I'd have just like up down. So like on the right handlebar, I can control like the speed of my cruise, and I'll just tap down, tap up, trying to like follow the guy in front of me that like at the correct speed without having to like hold the accelerator.
Yeah,
but I am notorious for not using it. Like when we went to the GMK meetup, like the whole way down up from here down there, like 1,500 kilometers, so about 1,000 miles, I didn't use the cruise control.
Damn. Is it because you don't trust it?
No,
just feels good to
use it. I mean, I do trust it a bit less in that car, considering it's not using any sort of radar. It's just using cameras, which is something. But it's not like I don't trust it. It's just that I don't use it.
Okay.
I've always just been a manual driver in that car.
You are a manual man. You are an analog clock in a digital era. That is Tanghus.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things also why I prefer the Bimmers over the Mercedes. But the Mercedes is a very nice car. It basically does for you and stays on the road, even the old ones. pleasure to drive on. I mean, the baby Benz, the 190 and also the W124, like those are amazing driving cars for their time too, even modern today. And there's a reason why they live to the age they do, especially the 5 cylinders, like the 602, I think it is.
I mean, interestingly enough, a lot of 5-cylinder shit, like across the board, Volvos, all did real fucking well long term, especially diesels, I think, right?
They really did. And like, if you look at all the million milers for the Mercs, it's all the same fucking 5-cylinder. It mostly those without turbo. Like my old man had the first Merc he had of those. I think he bought it at 400k kilometers and sold it at like 850.
Jesus, okay.
Original engine, like the car was basically rotten through due to a really bad rust repair. But
how many football fields is that? 850 kilometer in.
So how long is that in golden
retrievers? So our Benz is 260 plus kilometers right now.
Yeah,
which is pretty fucking solid, dude. Like,
I think
it's still got plenty to go. Still got plenty to go.
Like the issue I just have with like newer Americans and also like newer BMWs is just that they got too complicated. Like that was the thing that was really nice about old Bimmers, where that they were simple. Well driving cars. And like they were simpler than the Americans. The Americans were relatively complicated for the time, but they held up. They didn't have that many fancy features compared to modern cars. So it's back when like you paid a premium for the car for the build quality. You didn't pay a premium for the features, which then you just saw the feature creep, but went insane. But like BMWs is just like too fucking complicated for their own good. Like an E46 to like some genius in Munich thought that, say, this alternator bracket, that would do great as a oil channel. Like let's pipe the oil through this, because then I don't have to do it inside the block. Which means that you basically have to take, like, you have to pull the alternator, you have to like take off the cover, you have to like disassemble almost the whole top end, because they are just compact as fuck to get to that 50-50 weight distribution, which makes it a great driving car. All this, you've spent hours taking this fucking car apart to replace like a $10 seal. Like they just took. This is classic BMW memes, and this is like really a good example of when they started going bad, which is like the late 90s.
Yeah.
Back then you had the issue with the Mercs, that they were rusting up like mad.
Oh.
And also electronics issues, which is really a shame, because they're still great driving cars, but they just didn't have the same quality as before. And like,
sure, yeah, the electronics dropped off in like 2001, basically all the way to 2009. Then in 2009, we started to have a little bit of a return into like the more solid electronic systems of the past.
Yeah,
like at least reliability wise, because I remember like pre 09, like you could just lose a dash while driving, and if you lose it, that's everything. You lose everything. It's like driving fucking blindfolded.
The old man had for just a while he had a C5, which is essentially the French answer to executive car. It's a great driving car, but like that thing was sketchy as fuck.
Yeah.
So you have at the bottom of the key, like the switch bell, you have the switch bell module. This electronic module is just prone to fail on these fucking things. So basically it develops like loose connections. And other smaller cars from France, it was a fire hazard. But like this fucking switch module could like wreck, like you would lose the whole. Once I remember driving on the highway, I was doing like, what is that in miles? I was doing about 100 miles an hour. And suddenly, like, it was in the middle of the night, and suddenly everything went pitch black, no lights, no nothing. Engine kept going. I was just like, what the fuck?
This is how it ends. Yeah.
Get it in, like, into the lane, just like, car was driving fine. I turned it off. Turned on again, didn't work. Rustled the key a bit, turned it on, and it just came back on.
Bro.
That's Holy French shit. Cars for you, but like that's part of the charm of those. But yeah,
no, you guys unlocked a hidden memory that I had. It was nowhere near 100 miles an hour, and it was on my motorcycle that I have now, the Royal Enfield, but the speedometer didn't work. And like a dumbass, I still used it to go to and from campus when I was in college. But I remember telling myself, like, this is the stupidest shit. Like, this is dumb for me to do. Because at that time, I was still fresh from taking the motorcycle course. So to me, 15 miles an hour seemed very fast because I'd never ridden a motorcycle before. So just being outside and, you know, not in a car, but on a motorcycle, and you can see the wind and the ground and everything. I'm like, I don't know how fast I'm going, dude, but I'll just go as fast as the car in front of me. But I can't believe you did that. How long were you driving in the dark at 100 miles an hour?
It was like, I was braking, I had to like look for traffic. It wasn't that long.
Okay.
It was just like pulling over, get the car in, but like,
still.
I mean, it should also be said that our speed limit is more like 80, 90-ish. Like that, maybe a bit faster. But like, that was sketchy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I was talking at a later point with the old man, like, I was like, yeah, did that for me as well. Just like, c'est la vie, I guess. But I mean, it's a nice driving car nonetheless.
Yeah.
And it didn't really have major issues compared to other like cars. Like other C5s of that generation were known to be not that reliable.
Mm-hmm.
So we were half joking in the family that was a Monday car because it's the only reliable thing they produced that week.
Oh God.
But yeah.
Well, thank you for telling me, because I'm not much of a car guy, but I had no idea that there was a W124. Like,
that's the Balkan Merc. Oh, that's the Balkan Merc. That's the one you see everywhere down there.
Fuck. Does Gian have one?
Does Gian have a W124? God, he should.
Oh, it's nice. I want a W124. They also have the most hilarious, like, if you start looking up the four-wheel drive system, because they were trying to compete with Audi at the time, that is hilarious. Essentially, there's not really any room for drive shaft in the front. So what Mercedes did in the infinite wisdom was that they made springs where they stretched a part of it to allow for the drive shaft to come through the spring.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as the spring never compresses, ever, problem solved.
I'm considering like how the car was designed. It's impressive that they were even able to make it, like, make a four-wheel drive version of the fucking thing. But then again, they had to do compromises, which also means you can't really lower one of those if you want to be like one of those stance boys.
No, you just need to get a special axle that just goes around the spring, bro. Easy.
It's just like has to like bow. It's just go like
yeah. To be fair, like, I'm pretty sure that like the solution after that was just like little CV axles, because there's like 3 to 4 or 5 or 6 fucking little axles in the front of the car where like it goes like this and then turns like that and then turns like that, and there's like CV boots. So like I'm pretty sure that like the solution was like to put a band-aid on it.
I think one of the
because we have one of those boots that's leaking.
Yeah.
And according to the mechanic, he's just like, it's fine. You can probably drive for like another 200,000 miles because like the entire bottom is covered on this generation. So like nothing is open to the elements.
But I think it's also like the oil pan on those is just like the whole thing. Like that thing is a mess because it was never really designed like to be unsure of what to do. I think they just factored in that okay, maybe the next platform should have some considerations,
right?
But like,
fuck, yeah.
I miss wacky shit.
Well, what's your like I was talking about food. This is relevant, but we got on a food tangent on one of Diego's streams, the one stream that I watched out of anybody's streams, just because I've been busy. But he brought up a Michelin star like food versus like your comfort food. What is your Michelin star vehicle? Like something that you drive just, maybe for a Sunday afternoon with the family, or something really special
You
then
gotta give us a price limit because like
Ooh.
immediately the thing that I want is like tens of millions of dollars.
No, fuck. I want to hear that as well as your guys' like comfort food car. Like, yeah.
I want a very old gen of AMG GT.
AMG GT.
Mercedes AMG GT. Probably like fuck. I'm trying to like figure out like the very specific year. Like the one with the gull wing doors, the one that they based the SLS off.
The 300 SL from the 1950s, because
I
that
think that's
is
the one. Yeah.
well, high five, because that is actually my dream car.
Oh, wait.
No, I mean that's my Michelin star car. Like that's like for like true enjoyment, not speed, not anything else.
But that is very it's older than this. You know,
This one?
Do Mercedes 300 SL.
Yeah, I think it's 1954 for Goldwing. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude!
That is peak car.
That top left one, basically that exact gen.
Did you see the one that's like recently went on auction in France? That basically is looking original. It had a like, primary gray color.
I don't want to know how many fucking millions of dollars somebody paid for it.
That one's just fucking gorgeous. It's had like the proper patina. It's like untouched, pretty much from like. But yeah, but I mean, you say that is a Sunday car, but that is also very much a driver's car. It's like one of the first real driver's cars.
Fuck,
that is
that's awesome.
Automotive perfection in my world is one of those.
Yeah.
For my cozy car, that's kind of difficult because like the cozy car just like needs to fit within a range. You know, it needs to cost less than $8,000. It needs to have 4-wheel drive. It needs to have like CarPlay included in the price. It needs to like, you know, actually be decent and have like a little bit of power. So like there's a few things. Like it could be an old 4Runner, could be an old Benz, could be an old Nissan, could be an old Volvo, you know, wagons preferred. Then I guess like body on frame SUVs for you know their utility purpose, then vans, then sedans, then like coupes and shit.
Yeah. Fuck,
but
that's awesome. Yeah, this is so cool. This Benz. Tanghus, you said this is also your like one of your Star Wars?
That is my peak. Like that is the car I would absolutely do heinous things to get and have one of those.
Yeah, that is a car I would like to drive, genuinely.
That is, and it's a car you can drive, and it's like for its time, it is really modern, but like those are getting wild. I think back a while ago, I have to look for the post, but on one of the servers we did a list, and they had like 6 cars. You had the classic, you had the exotic, you had the sporty, you had the dumb, you had the grocery getter, and you had the muscle. And I think those 6 are probably the good ones.
Yeah.
But if you want something dumb as well, like pretty high up on my list is a proper like 930 turbo, like the proper Widowmaker.
930 turbo. The Widowmaker.
That is basically not a car I have the skill to drive, but I would fucking love to.
I think only the first generation Viper like fills that hole in my heart of a vehicle to kill yourself with.
That is awesome. I mean, that is essentially like a somewhat like haphazardly put together.
I mean, the modern version of that is
with
like
a truck engine.
I guess like the modern equivalent is
like
a GT3. Because like the amount of people that buy a GT3 and then immediately die is so fucking high that it is that car. It's the modern Viper because it's stupid amounts of power and it's built to be a track. It's not meant to be on a road. And idiots try and drive it on roads really fast and then they die. Which I mean, like, you know, people dying is bad, but like that's kind of a problem that's solving itself real quick.
But like, I think for like, say a grocery getter, you want something great. Like that's of course the AMG Hammer, which is especially if I go up like 80s. Like I do like my old Mercs. My personal preference is basically there's a rather large BMW tuner named Hartke, and they later spun off as well for tuning Mercs under the Carlson name, named after the race driver. But pre-Carlson, they were like, we heard really great things about the W124, but we only know how to tune BMW engines. So they did the sacrilege of sacrilege, and they put, if I remember, it's an S20, like a 6-cylinder Bimmer engine, like a proper, into that thing, and then tuned the chassis, and were like, yeah, this is good. And that's just like the most sacrilege thing to ever have, is that stupid Hartke W124. I really want that thing.
I like the front of it. It looks like a rectangle or thingy.
Yeah, those are just like, I have to find that thing because it's just, yeah, it's called the Hartke F1. Do we have something that isn't German? You can cross off your German.
Do you know the? I know. Sorry, I could keep going. I'll ask my question later.
Oh, that's fine. I'll go find this one. Here you go. Here's some more. I'll link all the stuff in the.
I'll put it in the description too. I know it's kind of maybe, I'm sure it's fantasized or it's part of a movie, but do you guys remember? If you haven't watched it, I'll explain it. But the scene, the Ken Miles movie with Christian Bale, and the Ferrari versus Ford versus Ferrari. How he was in the mechanic shop servicing some customer's car, and the customer's like, "This doesn't work right," and Ken Miles, Christian Bale, is like, "It's because you don't know how to drive it." Do some cars you really have to like put the pedal?
Different cars are, different engines are built with completely different power profiles. Have you ever heard VTEC being thrown around? VTEC is a thing that Honda does. And it is a very specific thing where very high up in your RPM range is where the power gets unlocked, which is very much unlike a standard power profile of where on the RPM spectrum the power is. Normally 3,500 RPM, 3,000 RPM ballpark. That's where you have the maximum power. But just by designing engines in completely different ways, they, again, work in different ways. Same thing for turbos. You want to be at higher RPM. Superchargers, I guess you also want to be at higher RPM. But so like a lot of like sporty stuff needs, I guess, needs to be pushed in order to be fully unlocked.
That is, variable valve timing, I think, like Honda's famous for because they did it proper, especially like with the VTEC, they did they did it mechanical, and they did it in a way that just fucking worked. But like the Germans did it too. And like pretty much anyone today does it. Just
Volkswagen.
Yeah, mine has it, but that's the tech. Like they didn't do the mechanical. The only one I can name off the top of my head that did mechanical valve timing as well is BMW. They did it for the Vanners.
Didn't Audi do mechanical valve timing for like, I think, Quattros and shit?
I actually can't remember.
I've sworn they did. I mean, like,
I can't the Honda stuff is mechanically controlled, basic with a gear set, and that is the same thing for the early Vanners and the M50s on the Bimmers. The later M52s switched to a computer control system, which is also the same thing I have in my Bora Jetta with the VR5 has the computer control stuff. But like Honda has also changed. So that's, you have IV Tech now, I think it's called. It's the computerized ones. But like famously, they did it proper with the old VTEC systems.
Right. VTEC, okay. I was always curious about that. So there is something to be said about revving your engine. I mean, I guess it's like a motorcycle too, right?
It's like a motorcycle. In a motorcycle, you never want to be low in the power range. You lose so much control when you're low in the power range. It's a safety. It's a safety thing. If you're going to be in fifth gear on a motorcycle and just fucking twisting the throttle and letting it like slowly ramp up, you're killing your transmission, you're killing your engine, and in an emergency situation, you're killing yourself by not having control. So,
bro, again, stupid thing that I did. My very first motorcycle was a 1974 Yamaha DT 125. So it's 125 cc. So it's a little thing, right? And I never understood why I couldn't go fast enough because I was changing gears at like 2,000 RPM. instead of letting the engine rev higher. So I was like, I'm in 5th gear and I'm going like 20 miles an hour. It was the stupidest thing. I did stupid shit like that, and I finally realized, yeah, I'm not riding it correctly. But do you two have anything that you want to bring up or talk about before we go to the good keyboard friend of the week?
Like what?
Oh, just anything in general. Because for me, we say this a lot. I'm talking to the audience. We say this a lot. How everybody is so super fucking busy, right? Tanghus, Simon, James. But the podcast for us, and I hopefully for you, the audience, is an hour, maybe sometimes 2, maybe sometimes 3, just to chill with friends. Because it's hard to get everybody in the same room and just relax. We haven't talked to James in how long? When was the last time we had all 4 of us, right?
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So we value these podcasts, first of all, to just spend time with each other, because it's super hard to get all of us together at the same time. But yeah, so I don't give a fuck if we talk about keyboards, if we talk about cars. I just like spending time with you guys. So anything you guys want to bring up before we get to the good keyboard friend of the week, I'm down. If anything comes to mind. If not, that's fine.
Nope.
you
that was like 56K thinking. It's just like, I should put a buffering or something like that.
I'll put it in post.
Yeah.
No. I'm excited. The one thing I wanted to bring up is Jack, Piketty Jack. He has started planning the Iowa keyboard meetup. May 2nd is the date. So I'm excited that there's a new year, because the meetup schedule starts again, right? And then we got KeyCon in June in Chicago. I still don't know how we're gonna.
Falcon?
I like
Falcon
Jack.
Tanghus's long boy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good.
When is Falcon again? You said July or June?
June 13? Maybe 13. How are we doing that? I know it's still months away. Are we meeting in the middle? Am I going up there? And
I'm not sure, dude.
should we fly?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I would rather drive than fly. You said it's Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather drive than fly. Because it's less time if you consider how much time you're going to spend in airports. It's a 4-hour drive or like a 5-hour drive, right?
You need to do
you're
it
going to be
proper.
stuck in an airport like 2-3 hours each way. It's going to fucking suck. And you got to deal with TSA and you got to deal with God knows what could go fucking wrong these days.
Just drive,
bro.
Go on the Goldwing, Steppenwolf, blasting out the speakers and just Born to Be Wild on repeat the whole trip.
I don't know, dude. How many? We can't carry enough rifles on the Goldwing is the issue.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna road trip, we're gonna road trip.
Fuck it.
True. Can't do like us, and when we left the GMK meetup and just do final countdown, blasting out full blast.
That's great.
Did you guys listen to music when driving, or it was just talking between yourselves?
Oh, absolutely. We were introducing. I think it's mostly a case of me getting introduced to what the young people listen to these days, because they're what they're listening to, and then it's just Radiohead.
Come on.
And then you,
Soundgarden. It's just all the old stuff. It's just grandpa style, apparently, because I'm that's apparently dad rock now. I feel so old.
Oh, that's a new genre or a slang term, dad rock.
Oh, dad rock's always been a thing around here.
Oh.
But now the problem is that it's caught up to me. So what is dad rock now is my music. That's kind of rough, man.
We are dad age.
I mean,
right there.
Clearly not. I mean, it's 2005 was just 10 years ago, man. Don't you do math?
We're in dad range.
No. It's just
dad
it's only what?
Oh,
I mean, it's only 10 years ago. I was still in high school. Sure.
I thought you were gonna say diapers. You're still in diapers 10 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
It's only Yeah, it's only like, what, 10, 15 years since I, like, yeah, 2005. Yeah, that's about the time I got, like my first handy to the Strokes. I got the Strokes to the Strokes. But, like,
Oh, no,
that's a whole
yeah.
whole other things, but, like, that's only, like, 10 years ago, man. Can't be. It's 2005.
2005.
Young kids today learn math.
Kids were learning math in 2005. Tanghus was getting a hand job listening to the Strokes.
I mean, that's
The best.
that was the style of the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
The audio listeners, Simon's been petting Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are starting to heal and be corrected in the world. Like the cat in Simon's arms is starting to have the right color again. It's just like this standard big boy. It is the proper hum.
It is hum.
How is Big Boy?
Big Boy's good. And Ham is good. He's gained weight. He's winter Ham.
Yeah.
He's a thick boy during winter. Winter Ham.
For those that don't know the Simon lore, I'm sure maybe sometimes he's still kind of ornery, but this is not a thing. This used to not be a thing back in.
Oh, Ham is a very dangerous cat, but like it took a lot of effort to,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, it takes a lot of work to like get the trust of the cat and like for it to regard you as safe. Like, had the same with my wife's cat. It's like now she's nearly exclusively on my lap most of the time, and like she's even getting like insistent on like if I don't sit in a way that she can get up.
Get down.
But like that takes time because you have to like get the cat to basically trust you and see you as safe space.
Yeah. I mean, he's
and
he's I mean, he still bites.
Yeah.
He still bites and scratches very aggressively, and he still cannot be near any other cats. So, except for Big Boy, because Big Boy is the size of like a bobcat.
I believe
and has like paws as big as my fucking hands. So like, Ham looks at him and he's just like, "Nah, bro, I'm cool."
I mean, looking at Big Boy, I believe that's what they in the business call an absolute unit. Like, he's a rather large cat.
I know it's kind of like inappropriate to talk about, but that dude took a shit in the litter box that was human sized. It was like that round, that high, and it wasn't like small little cat poops. It was like human sized, like big, like clumps. And I was like, "Nah, bro, nah."
A friend of mine had 2 cats like that size. Both of them just like their litter box. Just looking at it, just like that's putting you to shame. Go like,
do it.
He's a good cat though. Dude puts in the work. He's very polite. He doesn't start shit. He follows the rules the majority of the time. He's not loud. He protects the house. He goes outside. He fucking does his chores, make sure everything's all right. You know, he's a good cat. He's a solid cat.
I would absolutely have joined him too.
Yeah. Absolutely. Also, not our cat. Legally.
True.
Surely.
Not our cat. He's just a guest.
He visits. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the dude sleeps in my arms.
Oh.
Yeah. Best kind of cat. Free cat.
Well,
which is not a free cat because when you go out and have to spend like
money for food and everything. Hey, fuck it though. Well, I guess we'll end it. I do wanna put an addendum to this Good Keyboard Friend of the Week nomination because I looked at it before we started and somebody actually nominated me, but it feels weird to read my own thing. So
give me the link. Give me the link, I'll read it.
Can't you just like paste it into Google Translate and have it like TTS do it for you?
Hubert the man. Copy.
Or just do what is the standard like Stream Elements one?
Oh fuck. Yeah, this is from.
Is it Brian or whatever it's called?
Yep, I see it. Okay, so lorem ipsum no.
Oh, so yeah, it basically goes here. Hubert the Mad is the good keyboard friend that I and many others have always wanted in this hobby. Speak for yourself. I jest. Not only is one of the nicest guys in the world, he also shares his knowledge and wisdom with humility and respect. He is able to approach difficult or dramatic situations with a level head. That's because he's a bit shorter. Like, that's the same thing I do. It brings you down to level, basically. And he never shies away from a chance to risp people up. Just a bit of banter, mate. The Good Keyboard Friends podcast was an insane idea to launch during what would be considered a downturn in the hobby. Some would argue that we are guilty and are invested in this downturn into the hobby. But yet has proven to be a shining beacon to all the keyboard enjoyers
I fucking wrote
who remained.
Who the fuck says shining beacon except for me? Did I fucking... This isn't real. This ain't real, bro.
I posted myself. No. It's real, I guess. Yeah. I haven't heard you say shining beacon. Sorry to interrupt. When was the last time you said?
Hubert is the force for good that we in the hobby don't deserve. He gives so much support to everyone in the community, from vendors to content creators to people at local meetups, that it is only appropriate that we should give him support in return. Thank you, Hubert, from the bottom of their heart, for being their good keyboard friend.
Okay, so who posted this?
Keypothecary posted this.
Ah, he hath returned.
Thank you. Yeah, I planned this because I want to hear good things.
I mean, I guess the rumors of his demise were greatly
exaggerated. Greatly exaggerated. Just like the rumors of everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're like good keyboard friend, like mooding, it's, you know, it's a good time to like come together as friends and just like let people know that shit's fucked up right now and it's okay. What you feel is okay. You're not crazy that like everything feels wrong and everything feels fucking terrible. Okay. Don't let, I don't know. Don't fucking don't. They want you to do. So fucking don't.
We don't. Yeah.
That's it.
Deep.
Don't.
As a frequent purveyor of the downs, all I can tell you is things will get better.
Things will get better, but we will make things better. You can make things better. You know, like shit is rough right now, but like you gotta reach out to friends. You gotta reach out to your community. You gotta reach out to the people that you've got in your life right now. And it's better to do it now than do it later. It's good to build up friendships. It's good to build up a line of communication, to build out trust, to build out, you know, people you can talk to. And if it's fucking rough right now, you can talk to some friends. You know, you're not alone. Nobody's alone. We're all going through all this shit right now. You know, we're in a moment of history where everything has gone fucking wrong, where, you know, the disparity between the rich and the poor has gotten to a state that we've never fucking seen, where it's now totally okay for the rich to rape our children and fucking eat them and be above the fucking law.
We've seen this before. It was called the Renaissance.
Yeah. It's funny, like, how guillotines are getting real fucking cheap to make these days compared to, like, RAM.
Like, I know I'm very analog as a person, but, like, I really like the guillotine as, like, the most humane thing to do.
I don't know. Like, I and Hubert live in one of the greatest countries in the world, and although people are working real hard to not make it that way, we have a lot of real nice fucking amendments.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not a proponent for the death penalty, but I would say if I were to be penalized for the stuff when they find it,
Oh.
Okay.
No, but if I were to be penalized, I would actually greatly prefer the guillotine. Like it's not a case of like you are trusting whoever in front of you to actually have the training to probably aim at you, even if you are like me, barn door sized, that he aims proper. You're not trusting that whoever were at work this day controlling the output of this medical facility were doing something right. You just get put down, lay it on the table, you look up and go like, gee, that's a pretty big.
What if your neck's like? What if you strain your neck and your neck's super muscular and it doesn't go through the first time?
Oh, it goes
It
through.
will go through.
Oh, well, okay.
It will go through.
Yeah. It weighs a lot, dude.
I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
you severely underestimate like
Yeah, like the
how
guillotine
efficient the guillotine is.
was really, really innovative.
I gotcha.
It's actually like quite like
Guillotine goes real fucking hard, dude.
I mean, it wasn't until like the 50s that France basically stopped using the guillotine.
I mean, they put Sarkozy in jail, so
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we
don't
get
know
some
if they
guillotine back because France doesn't fuck around, unlike other countries. French remember the guillotine and they bring it out every time, and they're just like, "Hey, motherfuckers, you remember this shit? You want us to bring this shit out again?"
I think generally, like France is one of those nations that people like always like sleep a little on because sure, like they aren't as great as they once were. They aren't the de facto largest country in the world anymore, since like they were in the Middle Ages, but like they still sit on a pretty hefty like arsenal of nuclear weapons, like a fairly
I mean, France has
sizable
done
amount
the
of
most
fighters.
nuclear testing.
Yep.
France also has the most like nuclear facilities.
Yep.
And if it wasn't for France, America wouldn't exist.
Yep. And if it wasn't for France, we wouldn't have Greenland.
We wouldn't have
right now, I
cigarettes
guess.
and fucking baguettes and adultery. Shit.
Yeah. Well, thank you both of you for joining. Tanghus, thank you very much for sharing something very personal in your life. I guarantee it's going to help someone out there who's either watching or listening, because it's a struggle that a lot of people go through, and I appreciate you being here, being part of our friend circle, and just
listen. Let's never be afraid to talk about like our feelings. Like our feelings are important. Like I've been like super fucking anxious because I live in a state where federal officers are fucking executing people for no fucking reason. So like I don't fucking feel safe. I don't feel good. I feel incredibly anxious. I'm scared. Fear is a very normal thing to have, but
I mean,
in order to be brave, you need to be scared first.
I think that's one of the issues. Like me, say, pulling out of a podcast was not so much an issue of me not being scared, but I essentially needed some time to wind down because things had basically gone to like a peak where I couldn't manage. But like that's the issue, is like I don't so much dread my own existence. I never did. But especially in these times, I dread the existence and lives of others. Even more so now. And like, as you're saying, with the whole thing going on in the US, that makes me dread what state we're going into. But like, it's a level of existential dread. Like, I think it can only be likened to like what our parents had during the Cold War and when it peaked. But it's pretty fucking rough right now. But also, if we're going back to good keyboard friends, like if anyone are alone out there, it's like you're always welcome to reach out to Hubert. It's probably the best one, considering like the raving feedback he got here. But like, just reach out. Don't be afraid. Like, but that is also something that people forget, is that it's actually incredibly hard to reach out.
Yeah.
Because you have to leave the comfort of your own bubble, which even like when things are shit and things are very bad is still more comfortable than the anxiety and like of a situation outside. But like, you're never alone, and like you will meet much more understanding to your situation than you'll realize, and it helps being open about it. And like generally, I'm a very open person, so like I'm not really going to dox myself on the internet for the whole situation here, but like people will. Like, I got nothing to hide. Most people, there's no shame in failing. Like it's a lesson in life, and it's.
I mean, nobody
how life-
fucking succeeds all the time. Nobody's perfect, dude. You know,
Um,
we all have our ups and downs.
No, except what's the guy who did that song? Like, I don't know. It's like all he did was win, no matter what. I can't even fucking remember who did it. Like,
I just remember the Lonely Island version.
Yeah, but like I know all he did was win, no matter what, and I can't remember who ever did it, so that kind of ruined my. But be like that guy. That would fix things real easy.
Yeah.
Or be Chinese, preferably in the government, preferably the top honcho, because anything further down, you're kind of like you're not too safe. But like head honcho of China,
there you go.
Also pretty good, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah. Please do what Tanghus said. Reach out if you want to talk to anybody. None of us are like.
Do reach out to anyone.
Yeah.
Or become chairman of the Communist Party in China.
Oh, yeah.
But
all glory to Mao.
Yeah. You're all like. We are available. I'll gladly throw everyone else here in this podcast under the bus. But like anyone here, you can just reach out.
I mean, I'm known for like always answering DMs. If you want to talk about something a bit more sensitive, we would talk outside of Discord. But that is basically the only rule.
That is, you call him at 1-500 black.
The funny thing is that like if I were to like I'll give you my phone number later and you'll laugh because it's pretty much what you'd expect it to be.
696.
I mean,
okay, we're gonna need to edit out this whole part.
Yeah. No. Fuck it.
But no, it's rough. But like,
reach out. Reach out. Don't fucking bottle up all your shit inside. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna get through this. There are way more good guys than there are bad guys in the world.
Yeah,
be a good guy.
Be a good guy. Be a good keyboard friend. Oh,
unless you be like the bad guy,
Hans Gruber type, man.
Like that ended pretty. That didn't end too well. But like, if you can be the bad guy, like the baddest of the bunch, like say, if you could be like leader of the Chinese Communist Party, that would basically that was us. We might have to bleep this one out.
No.
If you could be that, be that.
Yeah.
Then you're free to do whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't think anybody is free to do whatever. I think nobody is above. I don't know.
Nobody's above.
Nobody's above anybody else.
Yeah.
Fuck you if you think you're better than anybody else. Fuck you.
But even then, they aren't free because they are probably like still bound by their occasionally for some dubious ethics, but they are probably bound to some kind of morale of their own anyway. So, probably ain't free.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. But absolutely, if I should do a rank before we leave, I would say probably reach out to like Hubert first.
Yeah. Then Tanghus.
Don't
message me. I got shit going on.
Probably James. I would say James also go to
I got shit going on.
But James is kind of busy, so we like do a bit of courtesy and put him like further down the list. But like maybe go for like Hubert and then go for Simon. Like he'll understand. And then like I know James is busy and all, but like maybe go for James before, and like way down here you'll find me.
If you get ignored,
Yeah, I think it's ranking, and like preferably like even before that you could maybe insert one of the guests. I would say. Like, who's been a regular guest we can say? Like, Jay's a good choice. Like Jay's an excellent person.
Wait, what did you just sign Jay up for? I'm sorry, I like got distracted.
Yeah, moral support.
What kind of moral support?
Yeah, that's up to the viewer who contacts people. Like I'm just like tossing names into like.
Oh, people you should absolutely DM.
Yeah.
DM Gondo. For sussing things.
Just I don't know. Just
no, but
hang out wherever you feel safe. Reach out to whoever you'd like. Be a good keyboard friend.
Yeah.
Now is a very good time to be a good keyboard friend.
How do if you want to nominate someone, where do they go? The audience.
I can't even remember.
Hugemeatbox.org. Which one is it?
Is it .biz?
.co.uk, I think.
It's definitely not that.
No, definitely not .biz. Oh, we should get that one.
So anyway, you go to hugemeatbox.com and right at the top of the Linktree page that you're going to be looking at is a link to a Google form. And you don't need to sign into Google or anything. It allows you to nominate whoever you want as a good keyboard friend. Just tell us who you are, who you're nominating, and why you're nominating them. And that's it. And if you do that, maybe we'll read it live on the air because you're watching this live, boys.
This is live. This will go out immediately. Tanghus, did you mean to turn off your camera?
Yeah. I'm doing stuff here. It's look how interactive we are here now, and like have a bit of OBS. Like, amazing, and properties too. See, this is live. This is live editing. This is engagement at the highest.
I don't have a thing.
See, and for me it's mirrored. So yeah, do you want a free product? Why don't we have that pop up?
What do you mean? Why don't we have that pop up? I literally have that pop up. Like I don't even need hands.
Or we could do it like
to turn that pop up on.
Actually, we should do that on a Linktree.
Yeah,
See, do you want a free keyboard friend? And then just like submit here.
You know, somebody should bully James into making that advertisement.
What James?
No, AKB James.
No.
Oh yeah.
I mean, graphic design is his passion. Yeah. We need more graphic designers, okay? We need more graphic designers that are willing to get paid in exposure, okay?
Exactly.
After doing work for we show up and we do this podcast for free. You know, I show up, I do my keyboard streams for free. You know, maybe.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe .biz is not a good domain for us. I get it. We might have to go to org.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out for sure. But yeah, thank you both of you for joining. Thank you Simon for joining, even though he's had
my throat has been absolutely destroyed for like the past week and a half. So like I am here suffering through like lots of pain.
But we'll end it. We'll end it humanely.
And that means
like a guillotine.
And I'll be sure to nominate you right after the stream.
There you go. And hopefully next time we'll be able to talk to James. But again, James is busy. But if not, you're stuck with us three.
I mean, it's just like, it's great to have those friends for just like, no matter what, like they've been through it all with you. And like, even if they have a sore throat due to whatever they did the day before, they still turn up.
Yeah.
That's great.
Still turn up or potato.
For what? Turn up for what? Turn down for what? God damn it, I fucked it up. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. The audience, the listeners, the viewers. This will go live as soon as I finish editing. So thank you for being good keyboard friends. Reach out if you have anything to talk about. And we'll talk to you next time.
And welcome to our South Park phase where we are actually going to be actual. Actually.
Goodbye.
Bye.